Good. I too am glad to be able to speak tonight on this, and we all know and recognise that organ and tissue donation is a service that saves lives and improves the quality of life and has cost benefits for health service. And we all know people who have had the benefit of organ donations. And indeed, my late uncle donated his life. We were all surprised, donated his body, sorry, to medical science, rather. So there are many people that are affected in that way. But bills like this, you know, and they have a long gestation, but they have to be fairly tightly couched as well, because there can be room for ambiguity. And the most significant aspect of the proposed legislation is the introduction of a new opt-out system of consent or organ donation in Ireland. Under the proposed changes, deceased individuals' organs will be donated where possible, unless it can be shown that the deceased did not consent to the use of his or her organs. And that's very important, that the wishes of the dead person, deceased person, are fully, wholly and totally accepted and cooperated with a fair favour, and they're implemented. That's vital. I too totally abhor what went on in different hospitals, especially in CUMH, with the incineration of babies' bodies. It's shocking, it's horrendous. And what we're all talking about this here tonight, and want to talk about it, but nobody looks at the staggering and shocking numbers of abortions carried out in this country, and what happens to those bodies, of those babies who are slaughtered in the womb. And we know the horror stories that go there. And now that we have it, thousands, even during COVID, when you couldn't get into hospital, if you were dying, you got in, there was numbers of abortions dipped slightly. And that's horrific, also, as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, the mother consents, or maybe persuades, or whatever, but we can't just worry in one sense about what happens to miscarried babies when that's going on the other side, in the same hospital, maybe. The proposed bill, we're told, will facilitate the creation of an opt-out register in the event of a deceased individual register wish not to become an organ donor on the request of the deceased organs will not be transplanted, and the deceased next of kin will not be consulted. And that's very important. You can opt in and opt in, but it's the opt-out if a person doesn't want it, clearly. It's very, 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 very important, because we must respect their wishes. And next of kin, then I see the spouse is obviously going to be the next of kin, but then where there's siblings of equal balance, there's going to be difficulties there as well. So it's not simple here, or anything like simple, and we wouldn't want to be glibly doing it. Under the existing system, the decision rests with the next of kin, even where the deceased person has an organ donor card or indicated their wish to be an organ donor on their driving licence. The overhaul in practice aims to improve the state's rate of organ donation. Currently, there is 3 times more likely to require a transplant than to be an organ donor, and that is a worry when people are looking for transplants, and when people are also, you know, maybe some cases there's a bit of huge excitement and a sense of hope when people are called for, but sometimes it doesn't work out, and the donor mightn't be, the donated organ mightn't be suitable, it mightn't take, and it could take a long time to settle. But look, we live in hope and medical science, and we expect it, but we don't need any ambiguities in legislation like this. We have to have it copper fastened, and have to have it tight and clear cut for anybody that's implementing it, to make sure that it's correct. Good morning.